There we go. All right, are you ready, Bob, to do the pledge for us?
I just got on mute. I'm not going to stand up if that's all right.
That's fine.
All right. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, Bob. You're the best.
Mary.
Okay. Introduction of new members and guests. I think we have a few guests with us today.
Yeah, Mandy, do you want to introduce or Carrie, whoever's in the car? Nope, nope.
Okay,
We
we're
lost.
unmuted. Can you?
Yes.
All right. Well, so we are at the fairground. We're going to start setting up here pretty soon, but we wanted to join on this meeting with you guys first. We have from Hydesville 4-H, Wyatt Anderson, Waylon Anderson, and Tegan Anderson.
Hi. Your internet in Ferndale is a little slow, but that's okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's Ferndale. Awesome. Okay, great. Anybody else want to introduce themselves that's here on the call? See, we've got a Paisley. No. Okay. All right, Bailey.
Cool. For on the agenda, record membership. Is that me or you? Doesn't say.
Oh, yeah. So we had tried to do this at our in-person meeting on the 2nd, but we didn't have enough members. So I think we'll just plug ahead, and this way we can record it and it'll be uploaded just to let the membership know how the vote happened. So yeah, if you just want to read that little blurb that's in the agenda.
Yeah. So we received a total of 115 membership votes. Kim Brown and Kristen Chambers received the most votes and were elected by the membership. Amber Woodward was appointed by former Chair Kelly Isaacsons to fill the 3rd vacancy, and each new board member will serve a term of 3 years. That's
And
exciting.
Amber's here.
And Amber is here.
Whether she made it through her first board meeting. Congratulations.
Yay. So we'll let Renee do chamber announcements.
Yes. Okay. So obviously the fair is happening, and that it was great timing to have some of our 4-H members here to talk about the livestock auction and what's happening at the fair. The Fortuna Concert Series is plugging along for this year. I got their 2021-22 season guides. They are going to have some things in place like masks and potentially vaccination records request. They have a little blurb in their announcement, so I'll keep you guys up to date on that. Then their first concert is set for September 11th. So we'll keep you posted on that. We drew our chili cook-off winners. We had 12 $50 drawings. Thank you to Redwood Capital Bank for that donation for our chili restaurant edition. Our winners were Amber and Jason Woodward. Congratulations. Donald and Evelyn Frugeau, Lydia Adams, Chris Bradstock, Lindsay Seelix, Gail Mentink, I think that's how you say it, Mentink, and Becky Hash. So we had 98, I think 93 or 98 entries into the drawing. So thank you for everybody who supported our restaurants during Chili Cook-Off Week. That was super fun, and we hope you got your fill of chili. We'll be announcing who won the restaurant dish later this week, and we'll be presenting the trophy. So watch our social media channels for that announcement. N95 masks, we're getting another influx of those through a PPP Unite. It's a program with state and local government. So Eureka Mayor Susan Seaman is securing those for the county, and I'll be picking them up Wednesday in Eureka. So anytime after 10 a.m. on Wednesday, I'll have a bunch more boxes so you can come by and pick them up. And then we're going to do a countywide distribution event, potentially slated for the 24th. I'll let people know where we're going to do that, if we're going to just do it here out of the chamber office or maybe at one of the city facilities. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. Senator McGuire is holding a town hall on the coronavirus, in particular the Delta variant that is causing a lot of extra cases, particularly in our vaccinated folks, but also in our unvaccinated. That'll be this Wednesday, the 18th at 6:30. It'll be a call-in. They'll have it live on Facebook as well as through Zoom, so you can call in and just listen, or if you want to, video yourself in, you can do that as well. Also, we have brand new Fortuna visitor guides produced through the North Coast Journal. Thank you, Melissa, for that great partnership. 32 fabulous full color pages inside. Yes, our tourism and marketing committee put that out, and it's beautiful and I love it. And we would love to share it with any businesses who would like to have them in their offices for people when they come in. So just let us know, just reach out to us. And that is all I had. And back to you, Bailey. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any other member updates or anything we want to share?
We have a council meeting tonight.
What time?
You sound very excited, Mike. Do tell.
Actually, I like council meetings.
Yeah, me too.
And tonight we have the introduction of a new treatment plant operator, Joel Rizzo, a presentation of the Fortuna Police Department Medal of Merit. And that is merit as in one R and one T for an accomplishment. Yes. We also have our usual consent calendar with the monthly reports for the different departments and disbursements. But for council business, we have approval of the language assistance plan. We have adoption of the urban water management plan, which is hand in hand with the new basin plan for groundwater, which is Eel River Valley wide. There's a working group for that. And a request for the Humboldt County Board of Supervisors to call an election for June 7th, 2022 for a primary ballot. Regarding specifically renewing the countywide abandoned vehicle fee. This is what helps us remove derelict vehicles from city right-of-way, or in the case of the county right-of-way. And this covers all the cities in Humboldt County, so it's a region-wide thing. And that's our agenda for this evening. And we do request people to call, Zoom in. We would prefer to be having a meeting in person, and we're researching a way to hold a hybrid meeting, and we'll have more to report on that later. But thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you. Were you taking notes, Rex, for that Board of Supervisors?
Yeah, well, no, and just so Mike knows, I think what we're going to do is we're going to ask everybody's support. Now you pay $1 on your DMV fee for every car and to dispose of. It does not cover it, folks. So I'm going to ask, we're going to probably try to do a local measure, and we're looking into it, of maybe going to $4 or $5 for every registration. And that will be for on-highway vehicles, mainly because the motorhomes you see, unless we're fortunate and somebody burns them, are costing between $3,000 and $4,000 to get rid of. Because what happens once the motorhome gets busted down on the side of the road, innovative people fill it up with trash, boats, trailers, everything. And because we can't get it moved, plus we have to wait 10 days. So we're going to try to up the game. It says, hey, we towed it. You pay the tow fee. You can come get it. You shouldn't have left it unless it's an obvious. It's pretty easy to tell. So later on, we'll be looking for the support to do that so we can get these things off the road. And the other thing is we're going to look for maybe countywide, something to do with countywide mandate for garbage, because it's just, I took a ride yesterday and it's sad. They're dumping in every turnout we got. So FYI.
Yeah. Thanks, Rex. Hope you're feeling better. Hey, Bob, do you have any announcements?
No.
Do you want to, no, you don't want to mention any staffing that you're looking for?
No, not here.
No, okay, fine. Fine. Melissa, did you have something to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Renee reminded me that I need to do this. And I don't know if many of you have noticed, but at Gary Curvello's, he has a pole, and on that pole has lived a squirrel. And that squirrel, I believe, was my squirrel that lived where I used to live until Merritt forced the city to cut down his home along the boulevard and uprooted him to the park. So there he lay at the park, and his name was Samson. And last week, somebody squished him on Main Street. And now we need to have a moment of silence for our buddy Samson that got squished on Main Street. He was a good little squirrel, and a lot of kids enjoyed watching him climb from tree to tree. So hopefully we'll have another little squirrel, and it could be Samson the second. So thanks, Samson. You were great. All right. That's really all. That's all I got, people.
Hey, Renee,
Yeah, don't mention to her that squirrels don't live 30 years either. We don't want to pop that bubble. Go ahead, Rex.
I have Hannah and Connor out though. They just happened to stop into my office with their FFA letters for the fair. And I know the Hydesville kids, but I have had a steady stream. I've got piles of goodies behind my desk. I get to see a lot of kids. I know, I do know the Journal got their first one, and I'm going to teach them how to buy an animal. So that's going to be good. Just open your checkbook and just keep raising your hand. The auctioneer will tell you when to stop.
Hey,
But
just
this is Connor. This
just
is
wear your
Hannah and
mask when you
Connor
come
out,
tell
though.
me.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, and they know some of the kids on here, but I'm pretty sure they're probably both selling beef and sheep. So anyway, I just wanted you guys to say hi to them because I thought it was appropriate. The timing is wonderful. So
Yeah, good. They're smart. Good marketing. Excellent job. Awesome. Okay, well, I think unless anybody has any other announcements, Becky, anything from Humboldt sponsors?
Yes, we have just decided our annual rummage sale, which is always October, 1st of October, first Saturday. We are now moving it to the first Saturday in March. So we're hoping things will open up. We are still going to do one, but keep saving your stuff. But we just couldn't pull it off this close. So hopefully we will in March. So that's all.
Awesome. I have a quick little update. I'll put a different hat on. So as maybe some of you guys know, I am a rec coordinator league coordinator for the Eel River Youth Soccer League. And we just had our jamboree this last Saturday, and we have like record number of kids in our league this year and teams and games. And although COVID is kind of spiking at the moment, it felt so good to have kids out on the field and playing. We had games from 9 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We probably have close to 15, if not more, teams than we've had in the past. And so it just felt great. So I don't know, there's a few parents on this Zoom call at the moment. There's even a few kids that play in our league on this call. And if you guys feel like you want to see some soccer, we'll be at the soccer field, Newburgh Park, for the next 10 weeks. So yeah, it just felt good. So I just want to share.
Awesome.
Yeah. Renee, I have one more thing.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I'm not a resident of Fortuna now. I'm a business owner. And if any of you realtors out there or landowners have any office space available, I am looking to move an office in Fortuna. So I want to put a publisher's house, also known as my pub house, in Fortuna. So if there's any little location that you think I might fit well in, please let me know so I can have some claim now. Thank you.
Cool. Well, I think that if we've got no more announcements, we'll go ahead and pass it over to Mandy Marquez.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Yay. So Renee, I'm going to try to screen share.
Perfect.
Let me know if you can see it.
Yep, perfect.
Okay. Now I got to turn off all my things so you don't get all this disruptions. Okay. So let me get rid of this really quick. Sorry, guys. I should have did this earlier. Okay. So we have the Humboldt County Fair. I'm going to put it on the slideshow. Okay. All right. So we have a pretty cool group with us today on the call. I'm just going to go through a few slides. I wish we were doing this in person because there's nothing better than these guys standing in front of everybody, dressed to the hill and talking about their projects. But we put together a little bit of a slideshow. A few things that are different this year is we have at Hydesville, we actually have a large group of aging members that are in high school right now. High school started last week, and so this meeting conflicts with them. They're still in session. Lunch doesn't get out till 12:30. So I apologize. Most of our kids that are on here are of the younger group, but they have a ton of stuff to share, and they're super excited about their projects. So we'll move forward. So there's a few important reminders for everybody this year. We are actually moving forward with the in-person auction. We are back in person. There's been quite a few modifications made to the auction. Those that have been there in the past. It was pretty cramped. We are moving and expanding in the arena area, utilizing a majority of the arena this year. So the idea is to social distance and provide an opportunity for less impacted area. But we are in fact going to have an in-person option, which is fantastic for the kids. We will continue to do the pre-auction barbecue. That starts on Sunday, and that's at 11 a.m. You can still get tickets for at the morning of at the gate when you enter. The auction itself starts at 1 p.m. in the livestock arena. Masks are required on the fairgrounds this year the entire time, and that is definitely especially for the livestock area. We will have masks provided at the registration table. And again, we don't want to have to police this. It's really important to do our part. So if you are coming to the fair, please just wear your masks. And then proxy bidding, this is something that's new this year. We've had a few community members that obviously there is some active cases going around. But we also have had members of the community and buyers that want to participate in the auction but don't necessarily or can't come to the sale on auction day. We've provided proxy bidding this year, which is similar to what Rex has been doing wonderfully for the last few years for businesses that need to send somebody that has some auction wherewithal that wants to help participate. Maybe they haven't been at the auction before, but we are allowing for proxy bidding. So if there is a buyer that that does want to participate, has budget for this year's fair, but for whatever reason doesn't know how to do it or is not sure about attending in person, please give me a call and we'll have all this information on the website for the fair, hopefully by the end of today. Myself a call, I'm sure Rex would even entertain being on this call as well to volunteer for that. But we definitely want to provide an option so that we can have as many buyers participate in the fair and the auction this year as possible, especially knowing what's going on in the community.
And Mandy, I know, Mandy, what they've done too is what you can do is if your budget allows $1,500, you can pick an item, and then if it only goes to 1,000, that's all you're paying. They're not going to take your whole 15. Right, Mandy?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, and then the other thing is if you don't get the animal, and that means the child got great money for their animal, you can say, please give me, and she's going to say this next, not to steal your thunder, but the greatest thing they've ever done is add-ons, which is so immensely helpful, but I won't steal Mandy's thunder like I just did.
No, absolutely. I'm so happy you're on here because Rex
and you get a free hat, because I've got 50 or 60 of these, I know.
Perfect. Okay, so just why support the auction? I mean, obviously this is an incredible group of, I see quite a few buyers that buy the auction already. But really, this is an avenue, a platform for our youth to learn how to produce food for your table. They're also learning how to be in business for themselves. At their age, their business is on a small scale. Their costs are higher than the commercial producer, which tends to be why we have higher prices at the Junior Livestock Auction for their animals. But we're helping them really to understand, you know, essentially farm to table production and everything that goes with that. Marketing, not just raising of the animals, but marketing. And these kids that are on this call today, this is a really big, sometimes scary opportunity for these kids that they don't get to be in front of a group of business folks and telling people about their projects. So we highly encourage every one of our 4-H and FFA youth, like Rex had in his office today, to go around and market their animals in hopes that buyers show up to support them. So without further ado, no one wants to really hear me talk. We want to see these cute little 4-H kids. And we do have both Paisley and the Anderson kids are actually at the fair, so their internet may be a little bit spotty. So we included some slideshows, and then they're just going to tell us a little bit, really, Wyatt, just start talking a little bit about what you're bringing to the fair this year, maybe how many years you've been doing it, and anything that you want this group of business leaders to know about you and your animal. So take it away, Wyatt.
Hi, my name is Wyatt Anderson, and this is my 4th year in 4-H, and this is my first year showing a pig for the Humboldt County Fair, and her name is Cinco, and she's a Hampshire cross, and she loves marshmallows and getting her chin rubbed. Oh, and also baths. And we're expecting her to be about 220 pounds by the auction, and I was able to, and she was born in Stafford, so I was able to see her like in like right around an hour after she was born. So it'll be a new experience because I'll be able to do the born and bred class too. So that will be cool. And thanks for your time, I guess.
Oh boy.
All right, thanks, Wyatt. Next up, we have Macee Marquez. Macee, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about your project and how long you've been doing it and maybe some special things.
Hi, my name is Macee Marquez. I'm part of the Hydesville 4-H group, and this is my 8th year in 4-H and my 5th year doing a market pig, and my 3rd year doing meat birds. And we hope to see you guys all at the auction. And yeah.
So just for fun, because she's my daughter and I get to embarrass her on public Zoom, I had to throw in her very, very first showmanship picture when she showed. So sorry, May, but I had to do it.
It's adorable, so that's a cute picture.
Okay, so next up we have Waylon. Waylon, why don't you take it away and tell us some things?
There you go, you're on.
So my name is Waylon Anderson. This is my 4th year in 4-H, and
What are you going to have at the fair?
and I'm gonna have my pygmy go at the fair this year. His name is Sebastian, and
How long have you had him?
I've had him for 4 years.
And what are you going to do? Are you going to show him?
I'm gonna show him.
Okay, but he's not for market, right? Okay, so you show him how much do you show him? You show him every year, right? You don't
I
sell
show
him.
him every year. Yeah.
And what else are you bringing to the fair?
Chickens, and yeah, that's it, I think.
Okay. What else did you enter in the fair?
Cookies and Legos and
Eggs
pies
and
and vegetables.
And veggies and eggs. Okay, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
I'm talking when I have mute on, sorry. Thanks, Waylon. So one of the things that he mentioned that I didn't have a slide for was the veggie auction. That is also happening this year. So if your thing is veggies and not animals, or maybe both, they will have a veggie auction as well on Saturday, where the kids will actually get to bake or sell something that they've won a first or second prize ribbon by entering into the fair. So we'll have some more info on that. The next up, sorry. Was that Rex?
Yeah, I just did the veggie auctions at 2. I'm looking at the schedule.
Oh, perfect. Yep, 2 o'clock. Okay, Miss Paisley Jackson, are you out there? She was at the fair office, so.
She's on mute.
Maybe. I don't see her on anymore. Do you see her, Renee?
Carrie, is she muted? Is she with you?
No, she's not with me. I saw her mom's car a little while ago. I don't see their truck right now, though. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw her on. She dropped off, so maybe it was bad internet.
Okay, no worries. So Paisley Jackson is a member of the Hydesville 4-H. She is also showing her pygmy goats and her rabbit this year at the fair. Like Waylon, they are in our mini 4-H, so they're not quite old enough to have that market animal yet, but they are definitely participating and bringing multiple animals in preparation for the years that they'll be able to do market animals. But you will see her smiling face in the pygmy goat and the rabbit barn this year. And then last but certainly not least, we have Miss Tegan. Tegan, you want to tell us a few things?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Tegan. I've showed for 1 year now. I mean, two years now. And what else?
What are you going to show? What animals are you going to show?
A pig, a sheep, a goat, a chicken, a goat, a pygmy goat.
And then what other things did you enter in the fair?
Jewelry, cookies, veggies, and eggs.
Yep. And what's your favorite part about the fair and 4-H?
Is watching all the animals and taking care of them.
Yep.
Thank you for your title, and thank you for watching me.
Thank you, Tegan. So look at this girl, who is going to be one of the most amazing female representatives of 4-H in the future. Mom's going to have a barnyard full of animals, if she doesn't already. So thank you guys for being a part of the presentation today. So I just have a couple of follow-up slides that will answer hopefully some questions that you have. Folks ask us often what happens with their contributions to purchase these animals. And frankly, it's really to help the educational programs for Fortuna and FFA programs. These kids are learning how to budget, keep books, and then cope with the challenges of private enterprise. There's years that we have animals that don't make weight. We have years that kids lose an animal to a sickness or an illness. That happens. That's part of raising livestock in the ag industry. So they definitely have real life experiences that are tougher than most, because it's usually their only animal and they put a lot of time and energy into it. A lot of life lessons coming out of that. The kids are encouraged to contribute in ranching and farming careers. There's a lot of sponsorship, scholarship, future opportunities for these kids. And by doing some of these programs in 4-H, they receive what we consider points or badges, and all of those badges for doing community service and projects, animals, veggies, participating in presentations like the ones we're doing today, they can receive awards, and those awards will actually help benefit them as they apply for colleges and apply for scholarships in the future too. So it's a great program all the way around, not just for your market animals. If you choose to purchase an animal, you can opt to donate the meat, and we'll talk about that in just a minute as well. And all or a portion of your purchases are considered tax deductible, but I will leave that up to Carrie and other tax professionals to give you the details. How you can participate, we talked a little bit about that. Rex gave us a little shout out too, is you can purchase an animal. That's pretty straightforward by what you saw today. But the add-on bid is also a really important function, and I think it's one of our favorite things to contribute to as well, for as little as $10. So we have businesses that say, gosh, I don't need meat. I don't need, maybe we don't have a budget. If it goes over what you've allocated for the auction, you didn't get the animal that you wanted, but you still want to support the kids. You have a way, we have an avenue to pay what they call an add-on bid that goes directly to the kids as well, so you're supporting their project. We will accept those add-on bids in person prior to the sale, either by calling myself or the office. We will have them also online for online bid purchases following the sale on Sunday, and we will leave those open for a whole week after the sale in the event that you want to still support a kid and didn't get a chance to at auction day. You could split your purchases with others. That helps to lower some of the costs and obviously distributes the meat, because a lot of folks we hear say, gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do with the whole steer. Well, we can certainly help find folks that want to share or split that with you. Donate the meat to a nonprofit for an auction prize. 4-H Land Barbecue, we have pre-auction barbecues. I think Food for people have donated to in the past. So these are all fundraisers, and any donations certainly help folks contribute to that. And then again, we'll talk about talking to Carrie and your tax advisors for the benefits. And then I think we'll pause here. I have the kids still on the call. If anybody has any specific questions they want to ask them, or any questions of the program, but we just really appreciate you allowing us to present today, and we hope everybody will come out and support the Junior Livestock Auction Sunday the 22nd. Thank you.
Hey, Mandy, I have a question. Do you know how we can get a program for the auction of numbers for all the kids, especially if we're not coming and just going to be able to do an add-on?
That is a great question. Yes, so we are going to have the program available. The kids show all the way through Friday, Thursday evening, and then Friday we put the sale order together. So we won't actually have that public and available until Saturday morning, but we will plan to be putting that up on our website under the Junior Livestock Auction page for the fair. And then if you want, we can also, I'll take a list of names and email that out to make sure everybody gets a copy if they need alternative options. So, great.
Speaking of fair programs, is that coming out soon there, North Coast Journal lady?
Mallory's chickens are at the window. It's not really a program because it's in the journal this week. It's just really got the times of the horse races. When we went to press, they were still up in the air on whether it was going or not. So it's very, very minute. You got to go to the website to get all the information. But I do have a question. Do I bring a check or can I use my credit card on Sunday?
All of the above.
Is it a MasterCard okay? Or Discover? Okay, anything's good. Okay, great.
Absolutely. Great question. Yeah, no, we have full payment processing for credit cards, check, cash, anything. So we will take your money any way we can get it for these kids.
That's smart.
And shout out, not to offend any bank, but I don't know which bank. Some of the banks have traded off, but they do it without any fee. They've been very supportive of these kids in the past. So that's always a good shout out.
Happy. Any other questions?
A hitchhiker.
Hi, guys. Yeah.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Happy birthday, Michelle.
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, Rex, do something.
Oh my.
We got her birthday hat.
There she is.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think Mandy can understate, and I'm going to throw my 2 cents in with. These are just some of the letters that I have got this week. You can't believe all the goodies. But I don't know if you noticed, I haven't been at work for 10 days. I had so many kids bringing stuff by my house, dropping it off on my porch, and then calling when they were out on the sidewalk. And we'd have these individual, and I even had one, the McClendon boy sent me chicken soup,
Emergency.
and cow cookies. So I mean, he's going to be the next marketer. But I mean, if you go back, and I mean, Becky's walking away, but I mean, you take a look at like Becky's family. Walt went through the program. Sarah went through the program. Their grandkids went through the program. And I'll tell you what, you run in, and a few years ago, and I think only a few will remember, we had a young man, Derek White, that became the grand president of FFA. And this is something we would have more chance of getting a world-class Olympic athlete than this happening from Humboldt County. And his dad worked at the sawmill or at the pulp mill, and his wife worked at a pharmacy, his mom. And they rented 5 acres from Gene Sinistero, and he raised a beef. And he ended up going back to the Grand National and becoming president. So he met the president of the United States twice, president of Japan. They fly him all over. It's a great honor. But these kids get the evolution of these kids. Now the kids running the programs are straight out of the program. I've been buying animals for 40 years, and I bought animals from them when they were kids, and these kids are our future. So this is one of the best programs you can get behind in any way. And I know Becky sees it because she's in the business and the family's in the business. But even Michelle and her friends out at Casterland and stuff started a small group and financed to get them back running around. And it wanes and goes, but it's such a great, these kids are so much fun.
Well, I'm going to add a little bit more. My husband's children they were in, Mandy, were you in with them? Yeah, part of the Garberville 4-H, and both of my stepdaughters had Grand Champion pigs, and my daughter raised 3 pigs independent, and then we were able to get a 4-H out in Blacksburg. But the commitment for the children is just amazing, and how much they work. You guys, the 3 kids right there, I'm sorry I came in late, but your guys' commitments are huge, and I am so impressed. And my husband and I have been buying animals at the fair him for 30 years, me and him for 20, and I just am so impressed every sale, and how much effort and pride goes into those animals. I can't say enough.
And for the first time in 10 years that I know of, there'll be a second supervisor at the barbecue. It's the Humboldt County Fair, guys. We're all supposed to go. But do it safely, wear a mask. They're doing some great protocols. The 4-H committee has put in some they're having the barbecue outside. They've made the auction ring bigger. They've done some great things for your safety, and and if somebody wants to buy and can't make it or wants to put a limit out there, I'm buying for a lot of different folks. I always do. So holler.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you. Do we have any other questions for Mandy and her crew before we close this out? No?
Is Marcy gonna kill those chickens herself? Those are meat chickens she's doing?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So the meat, they do sell rabbits and meat chickens and turkeys at the sale as well. I think I saw Crystal Lewis on here. She's been a phenomenal supporter and buying small animals from the fair before. But yes, so those animals, the owners are required to actually harvest them themselves and then deliver them after the fair. So that's a great question, but yes, she does.
Melissa, that was my question too. I'm like, oh yeah, I always wonder, like my daughter wants to do the meat ones and I was like, we're not killing them ourselves. No way.
The freezer here.
Well, and I'll tell you too, if your kids are interested, enrollment happens in September for 4-H projects. And there is a group, Sandy Dale also provides this. I know Hydesville has a few families that get together. They do it together too, so that way if you have like 1 or 2 or 5, you don't have to take that huge thing on. You have a whole team of folks that'll help you do it. So you wouldn't be alone, Melissa. Share that news
I
with
already
everybody.
told her we're gonna do dairy cows. We're a part of the Ferndale group. We're doing the cows. They never die. They produce forever.
There's something for everyone.
Yep.
And every buyer gets a hat.
Hey, all right, Rax, you can help me on Sunday. I'll look for you.
Not a problem.
Make sure she pays above market value there, Rex. She
Yeah,
needs
I'm
it.
not a dummy. I sold those pigs and raised them. I got the champion ribbons to prove it. I know what those suckers should go for.
Awesome. Any final questions before we let everybody go? Thank you, kids, for being here. You did so great. Give yourselves a round of applause. So great. Yeah, you guys were great. Thank you, Mandy, for coordinating this, and Carrie for putting the kids in your car and being at the fairgrounds. That was great. And Macee, thank you so much. And Paisley, wherever you are, good luck to all you kids at the auction. We wish you all the best of luck. And so next week, we're going to be on Zoom for the foreseeable future for right now. Next week's program is Enoch Ibarra from the Fortuna Police Department. He's our crime prevention specialist, and he's going to scare the pants off of us on every cyber threat that is in the country. So prepare yourselves for next week, and we'll see you guys then. And remember, N95 masks are available after Wednesday if you need them for your staff or for the public. If you want to keep a box by your front door, we're happy to supply those. And if not, we'll see everybody next Monday. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Thanks for
everybody.
coming. Bye.